My name is Ari Rosenstein. I'm the content manager at CompuCall. And yeah, I'm going to get a little more technical than what Ophir covered. So I'll cover how search engines work, how to write for search engines, a little bit how to write for pay-per-click, should we decide to do something like that. And I'll go more into depth, especially about how to choose keywords, which is the main vehicle that search engines use to bring people to your site. So what is SEO? Search engine optimization. The results page that we see is called a SERP. We call it in the industry, and I'm sure you know what keywords are. And if you guys have questions, feel free to jump in at any time. So we can see that Google, and this is from November and December, and you can see it's rising, is 47%. And actually in April, Google went above 50% for the first time of total searches. Yahoo has stayed very steady at about 28%, and Google's main gain has come more at the expense of Microsoft, which has continued to decline down to 10% or even under. And what it means for us is that we work with the focus of Google in mind. We try to think, how can we make our website better for Google? And what we do for Google works for the other search engines too, because they've started copying the model that Google uses to improve search quality and to improve visibility of pages that they want to be visible. When we optimize for Google, we find that Microsoft follows very quickly, and often what we do for Google shows up twice in Microsoft search networks, and Yahoo sometimes takes a little bit more time to trickle down. So when I say Google, it also includes AOL and Netscape. Netscape is a little bit more minor. AOL is very major in the United States for people searching. A lot of people use the AOL browser. AOL is a search engine. Groups can share common components such as algorithms. So all three of these use the Google algorithm, which is the formula that Google uses to determine how relevant a page is towards a keyword. Servers, indexes. I think AOL has their own set of indexes, which is their library of sites that they've seen, sites that they search through. But each one controls its own search engine results page, which is, yeah?
Is there any geographical differentiation in usage?
There's lots of geographical difference, especially in Google now. If you search google.com in Israel, you will see results that come from the servers closest to Israel. So I haven't,
Sorry.
yeah.
I meant something.
What do you mean?
When you look at country in the Far East, for example, in India,
In India, yeah.
what would be the most, would Google be 50% there? Google be less than 50% there? Oh, it's 50% all across the board.
This is across the world. I know Yahoo, while it's 28%, is probably higher in the States because Yahoo, and in England also, in English-speaking countries, Yahoo does very well. It does well in Korea and Japan. I don't think in the Middle East it does well, or Spanish sites. Do you know, Ophir?
Yahoo does. In China, there's Baidu. With Russia, there's Yandex.
So.
Specialized markets has special identities.
Specialized in what volume? More than Google?
Yeah.
Baidu has much more, yeah.
Is it in Chinese, for example?
It's in Chinese, and they search in Chinese. So it's also, the statistics I showed you before are also for searches in English. And does ECI have any other foreign language websites? No.
We'll have Russian, Korean, Russian.
Russian and Korean?
Maybe, and I think Chinese.
Okay. And the things that we do in English, we can copy into other languages and apply them to other search engines too. And if you want to see, there's code want to see Google results for the United States, search for something, go to the top of the URL bar, and do ampersand GL equals US, or UK to see the UK, IL to see Israel, which shows for us automatically, and I think FR is France. And you can see how different search terms show up for different countries. And this is how a search engine works. Search engines have robots or spiders which crawl through the internet following every link that they can follow. So, and this is called a crawler. And the crawler sends its information back and records the indexes that it finds on each page. Some search engines only index page content. Google indexes page content and the source data like meta tags. Is everybody familiar with meta tags? No? Okay, I'll talk about meta tags in a little bit. Meta tags is code, and it's identification code that search engines use to describe a page, to describe what it's about. It used to be that search engines only used the metadata, the keywords, a short description, and a meta title. Now Google has added links and content as part of the search also. And also headlines inside the content are very important. And what happens is if somebody's searching, puts that search term into the search engine, and Google goes through all its results, it goes through all the metadata, all the content, all the links, and it finds what it feels is the page that's most relevant to that search term. And what you get is a SERP, a search engine result page. So Fear showed you this slide. This is the organic, and so it feels that for search engine optimization, which is a search term here, that Wikipedia has the most relevant page. And then Google also has, built into their formula, it tests different pages and it sees how many people click on things, and it adjusts that into like how high or low a page will go on the first page. And then one other thing to notice for SEO is the competition up here. This is how many pages Google sees in its index that have some relevance to the term search engine optimization. So when we're doing SEO, the higher the competition number, the more resources we're going to have to put in to optimizing for that keyword to appear on the first page. The less competition, the quicker we can achieve a higher ranking.